You got dumped and you wisely went no contact after getting dumped. But what are you doing now that you're in no contact? And is there a chance that you're doing one of these 5 toxic things that are pushing your ex even further away and torpedoing any chance of reconciliation? Let's talk about it. Toxic behavior number 1, the social media meltdown. We all have that one friend, or maybe a few of them, who are just constantly in turmoil. Their lives are always in chaos. They're always getting dumped. There's always drama, and they're just bleh, diarrhea of the mouth all over social media. They're constantly making posts that make them, frankly, look pathetic. They're whining, they're crying, they're angry, they're posting memes that are angry. And they're just constantly in this negative mindset about somebody else who did them wrong instead of taking responsibility for their lives. Because guess what? You are responsible for everything that has happened in your life, at least in adulthood. Take, as Jocko Willenick says, extreme ownership of your life. If you're with a toxic person or were, that's on you because you failed to vet them properly. But the social media meltdown not only includes that, but it also includes overposting about your life purely to try and get your ex's attention. You're not doing it in a genuine way, and that's going to come across and it's going to repel them. Behavior number 2, the desperate chase. Many times after getting dumped, before going into no contact, people get desperate. They get angry, or they're begging and pleading and please take me back. It makes them look pathetic. Don't do that. And they're bombarding their ex with messages. Well, maybe if I can just logically talk them into changing their mind. That doesn't work. Or they're making excuses as to why they might need to reach out. And many times people do this after going into no contact. Well, I think I left my t-shirt over there in their bathroom. I should probably just hit them up and see if we can arrange to get that back. Don't do that. You know those are excuses. Your brain is just trying to talk you into reasons to break no contact. And no contact is never going to work if you do that. But it also can include showing up at places where you know they are likely to be. You know where they hang out, and they know that you know where they hang out, and it's going to seem really obvious and frankly pathetic. Ultimately, these behaviors are completely undignified, they're not mature, and they're not going to help your case, and they're never going to attract your ex back. They're also not likely to attract anyone to you. Toxic behavior number 3, emotional manipulation. Now, this can include really serious things like threats of self-harm. I'm not going to say the S word here on YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about. And many times when people get dumped, sometimes they do resort to things like that. That's really toxic, really emotionally manipulative, and frankly abusive. Don't even consider doing something like that. But it also can include playing the victim, behaving passive-aggressively, or guilt-tripping, or just using your mutual friends as constant go-betweens, thinking that you're still maintaining no contact because you're not contacting them directly. Guess what? You're breaking no contact, and it's totally going to backfire on you. Toxic behavior number 4, the rebound show. Now, it is inevitable that both of you are eventually going to move on and find new relationships. And sometimes those are rebound relationships if they happen really quickly right after the breakup. And those have about a 75% failure rate. But what you don't want to do is intentionally get into a new relationship just to make your ex jealous. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be intentionally posting pictures out on dates knowing that your ex is going to see it on your social media. But you also don't want to be dating their friends, or even worse, their enemies. Anything you post on social media should be genuine and authentic with no ulterior motives. And if you don't think you can get to that place right now, you should take a break from social media. Toxic behavior number 5, the character assassination. And this is actually right out of the narcissist playbook. So if you're thinking about doing this, or if you've done this, you should really dig deep and think about whether or not you have some narcissistic tendencies or traits, or maybe even full-blown NPD. And if you think the answer might be yes, you should seek out a qualified therapist and really work with them. Because if you are a narcissist or have narcissistic tendencies and traits, those don't have to define your life, and you can move past it. Self-awareness is half the battle. So get in therapy and get some help if you think this might be you. But this includes bad-mouthing your ex to family and friends, gossiping about them. Many times it includes outright lies or gross exaggerations. You are trying to ruin their reputation by any means necessary, without regards to whether it's deserved or accurate. And ultimately, while some people might believe you and never dig into the ex's side of the story, many people, especially people that were close with both of you, are going to realize how toxic this is, the fact that it's not really accurate or true, and it's just going to make you look bitter and immature. So not only is it not going to get your ex back, it could lose you some friends in the process. Ultimately, no one likes getting dumped. I've been there. I understand. I get it. And I understand the urge to beg or plead or get angry and want to desperately understand what the hell just happened. Because many times, I'm a guy obviously, many times women dump the guy about 75 or 80% of the time. Many times the guy didn't see it coming because the woman is losing attraction slowly over time and not talking about it, at least in a direct way. And many times guys are completely blindsided by it. They have no idea what the hell just happened. And you're desperate for answers and you want to know what happened. You don't understand and you want answers, and that's okay. I get it. I've been there. But engaging in toxic behaviors is not the thing to do if you want to attract them back, but it's also not going to make you attractive for anybody else. You've got to work on becoming the very best version of you that you can be if you want to attract your ex back or get somebody even younger, better, and hotter. Remember, I do offer live one-on-one coaching if I can help you. That can be the form of a phone call or a Zoom session, but it can also be something where you just email me your problem and I record a custom video for you, just like this one, and send it back to you. If you want information about that, it's down in the description or on this card right up here. Let me know your story down in the comments, but for now, I'll see you in the next video.